So, good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, requesting everybody to please stand. And requesting Giselle Joy to lead the prayer.
Okay, for those who are Catholic, please stand at the cross. And the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay. So, please sit. And I will
Thank
check
you,
the
ma'am.
attendance. So, Melody Mamadot,
Present, ma'am.
Gwendolyn Castolo,
Present, ma'am.
Janinia Alcazarin,
Present, ma'am.
Giselle Joy de la Torre Epos.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, so you are complete. Before we proceed to our topic, let us have first our review. So anybody from this class who can make our review from our previous topic. So Giselle Joy, I want you to answer.
So, our previous topic is all about oral language. So, oral language means is the system through which we use spoken words to express knowledge, ideas, and feelings.
Okay, thank you. So very good. Are there any questions or qualifications about our previous topic?
None, ma'am.
Okay. But before that, I want you to present first my classroom rules to avoid unnecessary noise. So, the classroom rules. Avoid unnecessary noise. Listen carefully to the teacher. And last, participate actively in our class discussions and activities. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, I have here a picture that connects to our activity. So, I want you all to guess what is our lesson for today. What picture is this? So, can you describe what kind of picture is that?
Yes, ma'am. The picture is rain.
Exactly. So, this picture shows that our topic today is about brain. Now we have here a jumbled words, and I want you to arrange it into correct words.
Yes, ma'am.
I will give you only 2 minutes to answer that. And please raise your hand if you are done.
Ma'am,
Okay. So please give me your envelopes. So based on your answer is all correct. These words are frequency, aphasia, Broca's area, and Wernicke's area. So are you familiar with these words?
yes, ma'am.
Exactly. These words are an important part of the brain that can process language. So the human used words to communicate and ideas and feelings, and how such communication are processed and understood in our brain. So based on the given situation, what do you think is our lesson for today?
I think, ma'am, it's about the relationship between brain and the language.
Exactly. So this class we are going to study the relationship between language and the brain. Since you have already idea that our topic today is about brain, so can you read our objectives for today?
Objectives.
Please stand up.
Objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students can A. Identify the relationship between language and brain. B. Differentiate the relationship of language and brain.
Okay, thank you. So our topic for today is about the relationship between language and the brain. But first, I will read what is brain. A brain is a complex organ that controls thought, memory, emotion, touch, motor skills, vision, breathing, temperature, hunger, and every process that regulates our body. So what exactly are the relationship between language and the brain? So it is from our brain that language and therefore speech originates. Our brain are responsible for these functions such as understanding words and sentences, So precisely, there are two regions in the brain where language function on the left side of the brain and where there are nerve connection. The network of nerves is important as it allows for the exchanging of information, and the language uses as unconscious decision-making process that is determined by cognitive factors from three different domains. So, what are the three different domains? This first, social cognition. So, social cognition, the unique process that enable human to interpret social information and behave appropriately in a social environment. Second, conceptualization. The act of or process of forming ideas or principle in your mind. And thus the memory-related process. The memory-related process, there are three characters that characterize our mind and memory-related process. And these are encoding, storage, and retrieval, or which we call recall. I'm sure as we go on with our discussion, you will realize how important are the language process in the brain, and let us all remember what part of it are responsible. So there are two particular areas that prove to be the most important part of the brain that process language through our brain. So these are the Wernicke's area and the Broca's area. So the Broca's area, let us differentiate them first. It was 1865 when French physician Paul Broca had an interesting experience with someone who suffered damage in their brain, in their left temporal lobe. It was so interesting, right? So the individual who had damage in their left frontal lobe would have a difficult time in speaking, but could sing familiar songs and understand speech. So how is this possible? So the Broca's area is located at the frontal lobe area or left hemisphere of your brain. This area was discovered in 1865 by French physician Paul Broca. This area is responsible for language production. So, according to French physician Paul Broca, he discovered the Broca's area in the brain through the study. So, he experienced someone who suffered damage in his or her brain. So, that is what we call aphasia. So, aphasia, that there was damage to specific area of the brain. So aphasia is what we call the damage of our brain that was discovered by French physician Paul Broca. And the second one is Wernicke's area. So the Wernicke's area, when left temporal lobe is damaged, the ability to understand other sentences or to speak something other than meaningless sentences occur. A German investigator, Carl Wernicke, developed his own studies of the brain, in which later called Wernicke's area. So the Wernicke's area is located at left temporal lobe. The Broca's area is located in the left frontal lobe, while the Wernicke's area is located in the left temporal lobe. This is the ability to understand other sentences or to speak something other than meaningless sentences occur. Wernicke's area was discovered through studies by Carl Wernicke. So this area is associated with language comprehension. When Broca's area is responsible for language production, the Wernicke's area is also responsible for language comprehension. So did you understand the relationship between the language and the brain?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now that you know the difference between the two terms, let us now proceed to our next activity. So to deepen your understanding in our topic, I will group you into two groups. For each group, you will have your own activity, and since you have already selected your groups, two groups. And since you have already selected your groups, please assign representative to present your output later and So here is our rubrics. Relevance of ideas, 15 points. Cooperation, 10 points. In the presentation, 5 points. So now you will be the one to select your group member. So by 2.
Okay, ma'am.
So I will give you 5 minutes to finish. Then you're going to arrange your chairs. Then sit down properly, for we are about to begin our activity for today. So I will give you here your tasks. 1, 2. Okay, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all of your answers, each group will have one representative to paste your answer here in front. Group 2. Your answer is here. Okay. Okay. So here is your answers about that corresponds to my questions. So for the group 1, your questions are, what are the functions of Broca's and Wernicke's area, and where is Broca's area located? So any representative to read your answers?
Ma'am.
Gwendolyn, what are the functions of Broca's area and Wernicke's area?
The functions of Broca's area and Wernicke's area is for language production, and Wernicke's area is for language comprehension.
Precisely correct. So number 2, where is Broca's area located? Melody?
The left frontal lobe.
Okay. So all of your answers are correct, and I will rate your answer based on the rubrics. So relevance of ideas, 15 points because your answers are all correct. Cooperation, 10 points. So I will give you 10 points. Presentation, 5 points. So I will give you a perfect 5 points with a total of 30 points. Group 2. So your questions are, where is Wernicke's area located? And number 2, what is frequency? Any representative of the group to read? So, where is Wernicke's area located?
Wernicke's area located in the left temporal lobe.
Correct. Number 2, what is frequency? So, Joy?
Frequency is critical to learning our native language as well as learning our first language. If there is no frequency, there is no memory retention.
Precisely correct. So the frequency is the most important of our brain. It is critical to learning our native language or the first language or what we call the mother tongue. So if there is no frequency, there is no memory retention like storage, memorization. So I will rate your answer. For the relevance of ideas, I will give you 15 points. Cooperation, 10 points. Presentation, 5 points with a total of 30 points. So all of you got the perfect scores. Hand please. So, did you understand our lesson for today?
Yes, ma'am.
So very good. Now I will ask you individual to answer my questions if you learn. So kindly answer my questions in what is the difference between language and the brain. Janinia, I want you to answer my question.
relationship between language and the brain is that it is from our brain that language and therefore speech originates.
Very good. And what about what part of the brain is suffered when difficulty in speaking? Melody, I want you to answer.
The part of the brain that will suffer when difficulty is speaking is the Broca's area.
Precisely correct. So the part of the brain that will suffer when difficulty in speaking is the Broca's area. So what about the part of the brain that is damaged when you have difficulty in understanding? Kundilin?
The part of the brain that damaged when we have difficulty in understanding is the Wernicke's area.
So excellent! I am glad that you are able to answer my questions and you have learned our topic for this morning. So do you have any questions, qualifications, suggestions about my topic or our topic for today? Good day. Okay, if there is none, so I will give you a short quiz. So kindly prepare a 1/4 sheet of paper to answer my quiz. So, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 1. It is from blank that language and therefore speech originates. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 2. It is critical to learning our native language as well as learning a foreign language. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So number 3. It is the frontal lobe area that controls language by directing the muscles we use for speech. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 4. In what year when French physician Paul Broca had an interesting experience with someone who recently suffered damage with their left frontal lobe? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So last, is the impairment of language due to damage in either Broca's area or Wernicke's area of the brain, to be more specific? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So, since you are all finished answering my questions, I will. So, can you put here your 1/4 sheet of paper in the chair? Because I will be the one to check your quizzes. So, for now, I will give you our assignment before we go. So, assignment. Direction. You are going to draw a brain in a long bond paper and list down the part and the function of the brain. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, so since we are done in our class today,